All right, e-bikers, check this out. We are actually having a beautiful summery day up here today in the Northwest, and it's got me all excited for e-bike season. Check it out. Oh yeah, sun is shining, almost looks like spring. Spring has sprung. And one of the things that people have been asking me about most are the new fat tire e-bikes that are absolutely awesome. That was the first e-bike I ever owned, was the Sport Cool by Ecotric, a 500 watt fat tire e-bike. And this thing flies, dude, 20 miles per hour. It is a 36 volt, 500 watt, 12 amp hour, 7 speed, 5-level pedal assist e-bike that runs right around the $1,000 price point. So I think we'll start off taking a look at that one, and then we'll come back and take a look at 4 others, because we're going to be checking out 5 fat tire mountain e-bikes today on GreenMotion. That's right, guys. First up is my personal e-bike and favorite to this point, although I do love a couple of these other ones too, but you always have your first love. So we're going to check out the Sport Cool. Like I said, it's a 12 amp hour, 500 watts. It's got about a 22-mile range on full electric and can do up to 45 miles if you're going to put in some work. And this, like all of the e-bikes we're going to look at today, is a class 2, so it has a throttle or pedal assist. But let's go check out my personal e-bike, the Sport Cool from Ecotric. Have fun. Right, guys, that is an awesome fun bike. I would say it is for a little bit of a larger, I would say like 5'10" and up. I mean, even for me, I'm 6'2", and I've still got to hop off the saddle, you know, when I come to a stop and like tippy toe a little bit. But anyways, if you are a smaller person or a female, then our next fat tire e-bike is going to be for you. It is the Nakto Mini Cruiser. This thing has 22-inch rims as opposed to the 26-inch rims on that Sport Cool, and it is a little bit less powerful. It is a 36 volt, 300 watt versus the 500 watt, and it has 10 amp hours, which is still going to get you close to 20 miles per hour because it is a smaller bike, but it just has a 6-speed Shimano gear shifter versus the 7, and it just has 3-level pedal assist, and you're not going to have the LED screen. It does have a lower price point, however, so if you're not too worried about the other stuff, this is a fun little bike to cruise around on. Let's check out the Nakto Mini Cruiser. I think we even got a shot of popping a wheelie on this one. So I got to give the credit to our buddy Gordon, who was actually the one popping the wheelies on that e-bike. So that is much more of that BMX style. I know a lot of the millennials and the Generation Zs, they kind of like that style. My generation was more about the 10 speed, so we're used to being up on those taller 26-inch rims, kind of with that traditional bike stance where you're kind of leaning forward. Those little mini cruisers and things are nice because you sit upright, almost more like a motorcycle. You can put your feet down while you're still on the seat without hopping off of it. So they do kind of give you a little more sense of security while still giving you that really fun ride. So all right, guys, speaking of the 22-inch rims, we have another fat tire we're going to look at. This one is the only portable folding fat tire e-bike that we're going to take a look at today. It is the 500 watt Ecotric Power Sport. And speaking of sport, this thing is sporting a 500 watt rear hub motor, 48 volt and 12.5 amp hours of battery power. So this thing is not only a fun little sporty portable e-bike, but it's actually got a ton of power too. So check this out. That's the Power Sport, guys. A great bike if you're looking for something to take on family vacations or throw in the trunk of your car, in an RV if you're going someplace. They're just easy to take with you, and like I said, have all the power of the bigger bikes. Now, speaking of power and speaking of bigger bikes, we're going to take a look at probably what I think is the best bike for the big guys. Now this bike stands a little bit more upright. The handlebars are about 1.5 inches, 2 inches higher than on my Sport Cool. So it does put you into a little bit more of a comfortable, relaxed riding position. You aren't bent over quite as far. And not only does this bike also have a 36 volt, 500 watt rear hub motor, you get a 12.5 slightly larger amp hour battery. This also has the 7-gear Shimano gear shift and derailleur, but unlike the Sport Cool, this one does have front suspension. So if you're gonna go out on those rugged trails and things, then this is a great one. Not only can you adjust how tight the suspension is, but you can lock it out or put it on. But besides all that, it's just hella fun to ride. So let's check out the Rocket by Ecotric. And that's one bike I tell everybody you can't go wrong with, man. That is a wonderful commuter. It works awesome like a little frickin' moped or a scooter, and also can get all the exercise, full extension on the pedals. So it's just an awesome all-around e-bike, man. Probably, I would say, the best one we looked at today. But, you know, depending on your size and other things, there may be ones that fit your particular style a little bit better. But all right, guys, the last one we're going to take a look at today is one that I beat to hell, and she's still running great. So I'm going to give this one the title of the toughest e-bike, and that is the 22-inch rim Discovery by Nakto. And this thing is sporting a 48 volt, 350 watt rear hub motor. It also has the 6-gear Shimano gear shift and derailleur. But unlike all of the other e-bikes we looked at today, this one actually has a secure battery that is contained inside the frame of the bike itself rather than that exposed battery, which I find makes it very stable and secure to go out and do some pounding on it. And you guys are gonna see me do a little bit of pounding on this e-bike in this next clip. So check out the Nakto Discovery being put through its paces. Say, guys, not only is that bike tough, but man, it is fast. Maybe one of the fastest bikes we looked at. Probably between the Rocket and that Discovery. Both of those will do 20 miles an hour with the throttle, of course, as law allows. But when you're in pedal assist on those, if you're pushing it a little bit, man, I've been able to get that thing up to 25, 26 miles per hour, no problem. But out of those 5, there is definitely one of those fat tire e-bikes that's gonna be perfect for you. Get out there in the sunshine, get some exercise, get those hormones and the testosterone a pumping. I guess if you're a woman, get that estrogen going, I ain't sure. But anyways, you're gonna feel great. You're gonna feel better than you have in years. Grab yourself an e-bike. I've got a link to the website that will have all of these e-bikes we looked at today available on there if you want to pick one up for yourself. And if you are new to this channel or you've not done so already, please do subscribe. We have a ton of great e-bikes we're gonna be looking at this summer. I can't wait. This is gonna be the year of the e-bike 2020. We're going into a decade of a whole new mode of transportation, people. Getting those combustion engines and pollutant carbon burning vehicles off the road, replace them with some clean green motion. So all right guys, if you had a good time today or liked any of these bikes, please give us a thumbs up. Let me know something you thought about them or which one was your favorite down below, or maybe which one you'd like to see me look at next. I think I'm gonna go out for a little ride today. So maybe I'll have some new footage for you on the next video. See you guys then. Peace.